What's up there, cheesy nips?
What up? What up? Why are you not turning? What the hell?
Cause you don't
There we
control
go.
me. I'll turn when I want to turn.
Take your stinking paws off me, you
It was
damn
weird.
dirty ape.
God, I'm horny.
This guy. This guy's horny.
Fuck you!
Have your tongue for that.
Alrighty.
I was gonna look up the name of the episode just now, but it doesn't matter. We never really say the name of the episode anyways.
The Lord of the Tides.
Oh, the Lord of the Tides.
Yes. Can you guess the sound, Jerome?
I'll do it again. It sounds familiar, but I don't know what that is. What is that? Oh, that's funny. It sounded so like not knowing what that was. Like there was so many little things going off in my head. It's like for some reason I thought maybe a mini chainsaw, but I was like, how does that work?
A mini chainsaw. I wish I had a mini chainsaw.
That would be pretty dope, actually.
It would be.
So what did you think about this episode? I feel like it was very hyped up beforehand that this was going to be a great episode of House of the Dragon, one of the best Game of Thrones. People are saying. What did old Hesseroni think?
I mean, I liked it. The king is finally dead. Spoilers.
When he died, I was like, oh well, Hess will be happy because every week he's gonna die. So
yeah.
you get
Well,
that.
yeah. I mean, I kind of assumed it was his time.
Yeah.
'cause
it made sense.
I mean, I'm assuming they're gonna follow the same, like, not episode 9s are usually like the Big Bang episodes, like it was in Game of Thrones.
Usually, yeah. Yeah, so next week will probably be like a huge episode.
Yeah. Do you think we'll get Aegon versus Daemon, or will that be like next season? You think?
I think we will, but I think maybe we'll just get like the start of that.
Yeah, because I feel like that is definitely going to be a thing at some point. But I mean, I enjoyed it. I thought it was cool. They had a lot of, I don't know what you call it, like symbolism, I guess, in this episode.
Mhm.
I thought I found it interesting. The king or Viserys there at the end, he basically wills himself to walk to the throne when they're trying to do the shit behind his back.
Yeah.
So he goes, he defends his daughter, and then basically unravels everything at the end because he thought it was Rhaenyra sitting at his bedside.
Yeah, no, that was really interesting. That and I bet some people could watch this episode and have no clue, kind of that and just think he was talking to her and whatnot. But I really liked that he told Rhaenyra, because she says like, if you trust me, back me and back my children. So when he's in the little room when what's his face gets beheaded, he backs her and her children. So she gets the sign there. Oh, he's with me. And then, 10 minutes later, he also accidentally tells Alicent, "Hey, I'm with you too," but by complete accident.
Well, that's the thing. I could be wrong, but I mean, like Rhaenyra kept going to his bedside, and he was, and that was his good side, his eyeball. Alicent sat on the side where he couldn't see.
Oh wow! I didn't even catch that part of it. That's a good catch. So
she's sitting on that side. Yeah. So, I mean, like I say, I don't know. I'm assuming that has something to do with it. I'm assuming that they're like, oh, yeah, like we're going to have her sit on the side where where his fucking eye is gone. So, like, he can't really see.
That's a really good catch. I like that.
Rhaenyra's been visiting him, talking to him, and it was pretty, I mean, it was pretty sad. I mean, because all he wanted was everyone to be happy and to just get along.
Yeah, he's just like, especially hearing him, hearing the actor Patty Constantine talk at the end, like him talk about why can't everybody just love each other and then just be a happy little. It's so funny though how that's the one good thing about all these time jumps is now we know so much lore about all these characters. But like it was season 1 was basically like giving us like a couple seasons of the show just so then we can get into like some deep shit, which is kind of cool. I kind of like that. And then now we're like into the action.
Oh, I mean, 100%. And then you have, for the most part, everybody was happy and put on a show for him, knowing that, he's basically
this was like the
dying
last supper for him.
Yeah, like he's basically gonna die anytime. The boys, though, the boys. They're the ones that are, I thought it was pretty funny, putting the pig in front of Aemond.
Yeah, I like that.
But yeah, her kids are. I don't like them. I don't like Aemond, and I don't like Aegon.
So one thing about them though, did you think it was so weird the recasting they did for this episode where Aemond now looks older than Aegon? Last episode and the episode before, when he's played by Ty Tennant, looked older than the one that plays him now.
Well,
I thought that was it threw me off who was who for a second, but I was like, I know that's Aemond because he has an eye patch, but he looked like the older brother.
To me, I think in this episode as well, he looks considerably older than all of them.
Yeah,
and like especially Rhaenyra's kids.
I'm
going, Jesus Christ. It's like they look maybe like 14, 15, and he looks like he's like 25. Like, he looked like a grown-ass man, and then...
and they're all supposed to be like in their teens. I think he's still supposed to be like a teenager, young adult.
So it was important to age them up again and recast again to get them up to the appropriate age. So they're all in the 17 to 21 age range across the span of both families.
I believe. But he looks like he could be like Daemon's age almost.
Well, that's what I mean. He looks like 25, 30 or something.
Yeah.
It's like, Jesus Christ.
Like the recasting, this is the first time they're recasting. I was like, oh, this one's weird. It threw me off. I didn't know who was who for a second. It was a little weird. But I do think the guy playing the new Aemond is doing a great job, so I really like him as it. It's just weird that they didn't cast someone that looks a little like him beforehand.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, even Aemond or Aegon, Aegon, he looks young. I just think Rhaenyra's kids look like Jason, whatever.
It's something, and Jacaerys and then Luke. Other than just call him Luke, even though it's Lucerys or something.
Yeah,
but you can just call him Luke.
But yeah, I mean, they look super young to me. So
something is causing a bunch of static into my mic.
Boy!
And I don't know what it is over here.
I don't know.
Hopefully it's not too bad for people listening.
I can't hear anything.
Well, it's just in the recorder, but hopefully it's just in my headphones and not actually recording.
Maybe your headphones are going out.
Maybe, but so if people hear static in there, I'm sorry. I have no idea what's causing it. I've been trying to fix it this whole time, but nothing I'm doing. It stopped for like 30 seconds and then it kept going.
Okay.
Sorry. So I'm sorry if there's a little static, but all right, we can go.
Yeah. No worries. No worries. But yeah, I just thought it was super interesting. I thought it was cool that Rhaenyra, they had 2 more children and they named one Viserys.
Yeah, I like that they surprised him. Yeah. Well, they have another Aegon, for fuck's sake, and then they named one after her old pappy. That was pretty cute. I like that she named it after her dad.
Yeah.
And that he got to see it before he died too. And
yeah.
He also
he was bad.
He was really bad. But he also basically admitted too that Rhaenyra is like the only kid he cared about, and
I know
because it was with his true love and whatnot.
I know. And then he was happy when he died, basically.
Yeah, he's like my love. Like, so do you think he actually saw her? And like, do you think he was going into like Game of Thrones heaven to see her?
I think that's what they want you to, Abby got like teary-eyed.
Oh, really? When he that's funny. I mean, it was a sad moment, but I didn't cry.
Yeah. No. But I was just like, oh shit, okay.
I was surprised that we got such little Sir Criston Cole this episode. He was training with Aemon, and then Aemon, and that's it. Nothing else of him.
that's pretty much it. I think we'll see a lot of him going forward in the next couple episodes, I believe. So, Corlys is sick.
Yeah, I guess Sir Corlys is. Well, they said he got what was it?
Blood poisoning or something.
His throat was slashed, and he fell into the water. And then after that, he got poisoned from the inside, and it was like burning from the inside.
Yeah.
So it seems pretty impossible for him to come back. I don't know if we'll never see him again or not. But I mean, I don't know how he comes back from throat slashing, falling into the ocean, and then getting sick.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, I just thought it was weird because it was just like. I know we had another time jump, but I'm just like, oh, like
apparently 6 years.
Yeah, it's and then you have what's his wife's name, Rhaenyra or something like that.
Rhaena, I think.
Rhaena, whatever. Yeah, sounds about right. Rhaenyra. It's not Rhaenyra. I know that.
I don't. Why they have to name every single person something and Aegon something.
I saw a meme, and it was like Game of Thrones characters, or it was like Game of Thrones fans watching Game of Thrones, and it was like naming all the names in the first season, and then it was like a confused like kid or something, and then it was like House of the Dragon fans watching season 1, and it was like Aegon the rapist, Aegon, and like it was like Hodor like fucking laying down.
That's funny.
Freaking, I was like, please make it stop.
That reminds me, I gotta get hold of the door on the fucking soundboard. We gotta get some Game of Thrones shit on here.
Hold the door.
I mean, I think we don't
hold the door.
Queen of the Horse.
You got some Game of Thrones stuff on here.
Yeah. But
sure.
so you said right there that was a really interesting scene. So you get Alicent talking to this really scared lady, and we come to find out that Aegon was jerking off and maybe some more, and she caught him, and then she was stuck in the room and shit, and she got paid off and a little stern talking to from Alicent a little bit.
Yeah, but see, I was highly confused because the way I took it was she was raped.
It was to me, that's what I thought, but it was they were very like.
Well, but why would they make her drink the thing?
I think that was like her a little callback one to Rhaenyra getting the tea. And then it was like just in case there's no illegitimate children of Aegon out there out and about, just in case. Even though you say maybe he just jerked off, I don't trust you. So drink this poison to kill the baby just in case.
Well, I mean, we never saw that girl again. I mean, and then
it was very unclear if that was actual poison or if it was to get rid of the baby.
Well, because that's what I was talking about with Abby. I'm going, did they kill her? Because the lady comes in and she's like, oh, such and such hasn't came to tuck the children in, and then she just hugs the girl.
Yeah.
So I'm like, did they fucking kill her? I'm like, they killed her? So I don't know if they did or not.
That's what. I mean, when she hugged the girl there for a second, I was like, is she hugging her because the girl's dead, or is she hugging her because she's like, I'm sorry, my son probably jerks off and potentially rapes you as well.
Yeah.
So like,
I don't know.
It was a messy situation. But then also, she thinks fucking that guy deserves to be. She thinks that's what Viserys was talking about. He's the prince that was promised. Mister, I'm gonna jerk off out the window and then scare all these girls.
Was it Aemond?
No, it's Aegon. That's
was it
is supposed to be.
Well, I know, but I thought he was saying that it was Aegon was the blood and fire dream or whatever.
No, yeah, he is, and Aegon's the one that's jerking off on people. Aemon's the younger one.
You're right. Yeah.
See, but I'm telling you, it's because I'm telling the new actors make it seem like he's the older one, so it seems like he should be it.
No, I know he's not. I get their fucking names mixed up. Aemon, Aegon.
No, I get that. Yeah. Oh, there was something else that I wanted to ask you about too, and now I can't remember. There's something in like what happened in the beginning of the episode?
The beginning of the episode, I
don't know. Well, I do know in the beginning we get to see Daemon climb down that volcano or mountain wherever he was at, and he's getting the dragon eggs and shit. Yeah. That was really cool. He found three dragon eggs for his children.
Yeah. What were they in?
Yeah, I was confused. I assumed he was in an old place where dragons used to be. And he went inside like their pit and got some eggs. That's how but they did. They didn't really. They never said anything. I don't think. Like they didn't put anything on the screen, or I don't think they really do that in this.
Yeah, I mean, it was just weird because I'm like, I don't know what. I'm like, where is he? What were they in? It was just like dragon sack or something that he fucking busted open or something. I guess the other thing too, to me, it seemed that Rhaenyra and Alicent kind of wanted to bury the hatchet.
Yeah, it's like they were this close to being good friends again, and then he had to have some confusion with her. He's drunk and on drugs, and she's on the wrong side and all that.
Dude.
I know he's on the milk of the poppy and all this shit, and then she's like, it was just a bad thing. But they were so close because even so. I mean, potentially next episode, who knows? Because I don't think there's any more time jumps. Rhaenyra's gonna come back on her dragon, and is Alicent gonna be against her?
I mean, I honestly think it's gonna be the kids that basically, because they both want to defend their children.
Yeah,
they both want their children to be the heir. So I think that's what's ultimately gonna force them against each other. And is Viserys and Alicent's daughter, is she special or is she special?
No, because she's been saying all those dream things, So she actually has all the visions. She's seen all this out. She's been saying what's going to happen, this whole outcome. She even said Aemon was going to lose his eye and all this shit. So I think she just has visions of...
but she seems a little special.
Well, just because no one believes her because she's constantly seeing the future and saying things, and she speaks in riddles. Yeah, but I think she's supposed to like. I think for the common people in the world, she's supposed to look like a dumb fool.
Yeah.
But really, she knows everything that's going on, and she knows like how Rhaenyra's gonna die and how her brothers are gonna die and all this shit.
Yeah.
But for some reason, she's really horrible at getting the information out there. I gotta say. Really bad at getting the information out there.
Wasn't there someone in Game of Thrones like that? They could see shit or something like that?
Bran, because he could
that's right.
go through the trees, and he was a three-eyed raven and whatnot.
That's right.
And then he became king, remember that? King Bran?
Yeah, at the very end. The last season.
God, I was hoping so hard he was going to be the Night King.
Yeah.
God, I wanted that so bad.
There's people who say that Viserys is the first.
I swear,
White Walker.
every Targaryen in this show, people think they're going to become White Walkers. I don't think they're going to do anything with White Walkers like ever again.
I don't think that if they do it, it won't be anytime soon.
Yeah, I don't think they'll be.
I mean, because we're still like 150 years.
Yeah, well, and even like we know how they die. So like, if they're going to do anything with them, it'd have to be a different group of White Walkers or something.
Right.
But I guess even in the books, there's White Walkers, but there's no Night King.
Right.
There's like random other people like that are like powerful and whatnot, but I guess there's no Night King. So like that's all made up anyway. So that's where it gets a little weird. If they're trying to stick closer to the books, are they going to do shit like that?
Yeah, I mean, I don't, I have no clue. Unfortunately, Nick would be the one to tell us about that. I mean, he still can't communicate that with us. I mean, but I mean, I have no clue. I don't know. I kind of want to read the book, but I kind of don't because I kind of want to just find out as it happens.
Oh yeah, I get that. He finished the book, so like now he knows everything. He knows the outcome of every character for the most part, because there's stuff that they can change,
right?
The finagle here and there. But yeah, he knows he could comment on this podcast and spoil the entire show for us. He could ruin the finale if he wanted to. So,
I mean, and if he does, I might cut his head off like Damon did to whatever his name was. Yeah.
That was a good head cut off scene.
Well, yeah, I mean, he didn't even cut him off at his neck. It was like
it was like slashed through the head.
Jeez.
And then he goes, "Wow, you could keep the tongue."
Yeah.
No, that was good.
Well, I mean,
Viserys was going to do it himself when he's like, "And she's a whore."
Yeah, I mean, as soon as he was spouting off like that, I'm like, he's done.
Yeah, no, 100%. I'm
like, he is not making it out of there. But I think that's what he wanted because he knew he wasn't going to get the king, Driftwood.
Yeah, it is interesting. So because we got last episode, I believe, it was Sir Corlys telling, I don't know if it was Luke or Jacaerys, whatever his name is, but he told one of them that when you get old enough, you will have Driftwood and whatnot. And he's like, but if I get it, that means everyone's dead. And then now we get to see him inheriting it.
Yeah.
And it turns out he got a couple more people to die to get it.
Yeah, and they get to marry their cousins.
Yeah, it's so fun. Why I don't understand why it was such a big deal for Rhaenyra to want to blow Daemon in the first couple episodes. Everyone's blowing everyone's cousin and uncle and brother and sister and dad. Who cares?
Keeps the bloodline tight.
Like, why was it such a, we gotta keep it a secret and people can die and blah, blah, blah. But now they're like, hey, you want to marry your cousin? Go over there, sure. They seem excited about it. It's
very interesting.
I don't understand that.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of what else happened this episode.
It wasn't really much. It was kind of like just a long, dried out farewell to Viserys.
Yeah. But I think that's good. I think he deserves it.
Yeah, no, that actor, it will be different without that actor.
Awards.
Oh yeah, I think he will for sure. So. It'll be different without him in the show. Like maybe not right away, but a couple episodes in, it's gonna be like, oh, I kind of miss him being around.
Oh, I mean, I could totally see that for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. I was trying to see if we got anything else here.
Did you watch the Next On?
I did not.
It just kind of looks like they kind of just get the news that the king's dead, and now Allison's like, "Well, I'm in charge, bitch," and everyone's kind of like, and that's basically the trailer.
Yeah, because I mean, like, Aemond is he's gonna get it.
Yeah, and I think I don't know if it's someone saying it, and I know I might be an idiot for not knowing the voice. I think it might have been Allison. I'm not sure, but at the end of the trailer, they're like, have you never wondered what it would be like to sit on the Iron Throne? And I assumed it's her talking to the kid, because it seems like he doesn't want it. He just wants to bang chicks in his tower and whatnot.
Yeah.
But it'll be interesting. I'm really excited when they start fighting each other on dragons, like Targaryen on Targaryen. That'll be some dope episodes.
Yeah. Well, we have 2 left. So
yeah, and then who fucking knows what?
You know,
like who knows when we'll see Game of Thrones again? It might be another 2 years to see another Game of Thrones, because I don't think they start filming until like next year. Yeah,
I read something that episode 7, the last one, was the first episode they filmed.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that too. And it was. Did you know it was the same director that filmed the dark one in season 8 of Game of Thrones? Same exact director. So he filmed both dark episodes.
Perfect.
Like, it's so bizarre.
I think they should just sign him to direct all of them.
He takes no criticism whatsoever. Yeah. People like, my episode's dark. Nah, I'll just do the same thing.
I saw something. It was like a fucking. It was on the news. It was like a segment on the news,
and they were talking about how dark it was.
Talking about how, like, a lot of fans were bitching that it was dark, that the episode was dark. And I'm like, see, I'm not crazy.
That's
this shit was fucking dark. Well, it's funny because they probably call him up and they're like, hey, man, do you want to direct another episode? He's like, yeah, fuck yeah, dude. And they're like, oh, you have no lighting budget again. So are you cool with that?
That would be so funny if it just so happens that happened both times where he just got fucked with the lighting budget.
Get the fuck
It's not even his fault. It just is an accident every time.
Way. There's no way. There's no way.
Oh, I would love that.
Or it could be something. Or it could be something where they're like, you know what? We're kind of up against budget. You know what? Let's bring in whatever his name is, and he'll cut the lighting budget in half, and we'll be under budget.
He will film so cheap. You don't even have to actually. Sometimes he just has the camera rolling in a dark room, and you don't even like. You think it's the episode. There's just dialogue going.
You just hear voices. Yeah,
they're great. Just over there like,
the princess has a dragon. You dumb
cunt. So fucking dumb. And then speaking of that, we didn't see Larys. We didn't see Larys at all.
Yeah. Fuck you. I wonder if we will ever see him again.
I'm sure he'll.
Like, if we do, it'll be like season 3 or something. I bet, and he'll show or like the end of season 2. He'll show up and he'll be like something. I don't know, because like I know in the books he's gone and people think he's dead. So what could he do, really? You know?
Yeah, I mean, I guess, but we're talking Larys, not Laenor.
Oh, I was talking about Laenor.
Yeah, no.
Which one's Larys?
He's the little weevil, the one that.
The little little fucking weasel.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, who are you? I'm like, what do you mean? I'm like,
Sorry,
he played a pretty big
I was
role.
talking about the guy that
He's
went
just gonna disappear.
went away with
Yeah,
his
you're talking-
boyfriend.
Yeah, no,
him.
yeah.
We didn't get to see. Fuck.
Yeah.
Now that the king's dead, he's gonna be such a little fucking snake.
Yeah.
God.
Yep.
That's gonna be annoying.
I wouldn't be surprised if somehow he kills Otto and tries to become Hand. Yeah.
That would be
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah, I
don't know.
do
I have
really
no
like
clue. That's
the
literal shot in the dark
one thing I really like about the show though is like
from the director who did last episode and shot in the dark.
But what I really like about it is that like people like they'll read the books, they do know things and they can spoil things, but there is a lot that people don't know, you know?
Yeah.
So that's the stuff that like we can have theories and like they can be like, oh shit.
Well, they're gonna spin off and do things different. They're not gonna follow the book by word for word.
Yeah. No, yeah.
So when that happens, I mean, do they just do you think that they just ask what's his name, George R. Martin?
George R. Martin, yeah.
Yeah, you think they're just like, hey, you cool with this, or?
Yeah, probably. They probably have to show him like the script, and he's like, yeah, looks good to me. And they're like, okay, thanks, George.
Yeah. Okay. I just didn't know. I mean, because I know he wrote some for actual Game of Thrones, and I think he does write some for this. If not, he's just like a producer or something. But I know he's supposed to be more involved in this because he was like, you guys went far from my books last time, so let me be involved for the changes in this. Which I mean, so far from this, it seems much better. So. Yeah, I'm glad. I mean, because I was very skeptical about watching this.
Yeah.
So I was very skeptical. But so far, so good. I've enjoyed every episode, and I mean, I look forward to Sunday nights. So
yeah, me too. Oh shit! Oh, we got 10 minutes. Are you gonna watch? Did you watch White Lotus the first season when it came out?
I did not. Abby did. She loves it.
You should check it out because season 2 it's pretty different. You don't really have to watch season 1, I think, to watch season 2.
Right.
But season 2 of that's coming out pretty soon, I think, right when House of the Dragon ends. And we could do that for the show. The first season was like a murder mystery-ish.
It's like, is it different actors and actresses and shit?
But some carry over. I can't think of her name, but you know Stifler's mom from American Pie, she's in it.
Yeah.
She's in this season as well. She's like the only character like crossing over. Her and her boyfriend are. But it's like they all stay at a resort and shit, and like a bunch of drama and shit ensues.
I saw Abby watch. I mean, I was in the room and stuff like so. I never like paid attention, but I knew when she was watching it.
But
I was like, oh,
I think it would be a fun podcast show. I think.
Sure.
But so you should check it out, or even just go in blind if you want to for season 2. But I think that's a fun option I got out there for us to do after House of the Dragon.
I mean, I would be fine with that. Let's see.
Because I don't think there's really nothing else starting. I don't think. You know what I mean? Other than The Peripheral, but we know you don't. We know you don't want to watch that.
What? No, I do not. Jesus. Sorry, I looked at a fucking email. I shouldn't have done that. Let's see here. Yeah, we can check it out for sure. I mean, that's fine with me. That gives me plenty of time to watch. Because what is it? Season 1, 10 episodes or something?
Yeah.
Or it just says 6.
Oh, might be. Maybe it is just 6.
Yeah, it says 6 episodes.
Oh, wow. I assumed it was 10, but all right. That's even easier.
Yeah. So, I mean, I can definitely watch that before October 30th. I don't know. It looks like this season might only be 5.
Oh, wow, that's interesting. Have you noticed any of the intro? Because they change it a little bit every once in a while. Have you noticed it was changing at all?
No, usually skip them.
Oh, I was gonna ask you about that too. Do you skip the intro every time, or do you listen to the intro?
The first couple we watched, and then it was just like, okay, well, because it's conflicting because Sunday Night Football is on. So like I'm kind of like,
oh, so you're kind of like, I want to watch it, but let's watch it.
Yeah, exactly. Like I want to watch this and then go back to football. So
I get that.
So typically we're just like we skipped the previously on, and then we skipped.
Fucking we did last night. Fucking Nick turned on the wrong episode, so we watched the previously on, and then he made us watch the whole intro, and it started, and I was like, this is last week's episode. So then he started. We watched the previously on of this episode. Then we watched the intro again.
Perfect.
Yeah, I was like, come on.
That is funny. Yeah, it's yeah, it like I say, it usually conflicts on like fuck, like I want to just I want to watch it, but I want to watch it and get back to football so that I can finish the game.
Angela hates it. She always wants us to skip the intro every single time.
Want to shut up?
She hates it.
I don't mind it. And if Sunday Night Football wasn't on, I probably would just let it play. So, but
and so do you think, because now they've played this in Game of Thrones, they played this in House of the Dragon, do you think every single Game of Thrones show now has to do this? Because if not, now it's kind of weird that it's just these two.
I mean, I don't know. I don't think it really ultimately matters.
Oh, really?
No, I don't. I don't think it.
So if they're
because I mean, if they're gonna do more spinoffs, it's I mean, is it gonna be 10 years down the line, 6 years down the line, or however long?
Yeah, true.
Like you know what I mean? Because I feel like that's why. I mean, I feel like that's maybe why they went back to it, because it's like, oh, like here we'll give you this. You remember this? You guys lived this, and we're excited about this. So I mean, I don't know. Maybe they do. Maybe they don't. Ultimately, I don't care as long as it's a good show. I don't care if it's fucking the Weeds theme song.
Oh, little boxes on the while the Game of Thrones shit's happening.
As long as it's a good show.
Oh well,
I don't care.
Let's see. If it's gonna be a Tupac song? What Tupac song would you want to be in the intro of House of Dragon?
I don't know. Maybe a song called "Hearts of Men."
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Hearts of Men.
I'll make a short little TikTok here, so it'll be playing right there, baby.
Yeah. The Hearts of Men. Yeah. I think that would be dope.
I do remember what I was going to ask you earlier, and I only have 4 minutes to ask you.
4 minutes.
But so they talked about the prince that was promised. Now that was Jon Snow, right? Because he's the one that did unite the people to fight. You know what I mean, kinda. Yeah, and he is an Aegon Targaryen, so that also fits with it. I could have Googled it, I just didn't remember.
Yeah, honestly, I didn't think too much of it.
Because then also doesn't that make more sense now too? Though we're getting this story, and then we're gonna get the Jon Snow sequel. So like they're talking about the prince that was promised, they're talking about the knife, all this stuff,
right?
And now we're gonna get the spin-off show.
It would be great if they, just like already had the Jon Snow spin-off show filmed.
I know, and it could come out right when this is done.
Yeah.
Or like a week or two after, and you're like, what the fuck? That'd be wild.
Or just a couple months, and then by the time that's done, we get
we start getting Game of Thrones like we get Marvel movies and Marvel TV shows.
Yeah, but I mean, apparently, I don't know. I've seen people online say that they've gone downhill. I don't know if that's true or not, but
I wouldn't say they've gone downhill, but I'd say they definitely have teetered. They've been on some teeter-totters for sure, but it's still, for the most part, they're still aight.
Okay.
I'm really digging She-Hulk. I know a lot of people hate that. It's a lot of fun. I'm really liking it.
Very nice. I know.
I've been having a lot of fun doing my videos on it too. So that's probably part of it as well. But,
nothing wrong with that.
But all right, we got 2 minutes. What do you want to tell the people out there watching and listening?
2 minutes. I don't really have anything to say.
Nothing crazy has happened in your life?
Nothing crazy. Get up every day, go to work, come home. Yeah.
Oh, you know what?
Nothing crazy.
I got a short little thing. You know what happened the other night?
What's that?
I was trying to make some pizza bites in the fucking microwave, and as I'm starting to cook them, all of a sudden the lights start flickering in the kitchen like it's a fucking horror movie, and then the power goes out in the house, but only select rooms of the house. But it was also like one of our fridges had power, one of our fridges didn't in the same room, but the coffee machine had power. Nick's TV had power in his fans, and so did Taylor's, but then the rest of the house didn't have power and shit, except for like our TV outside and shit, that had power. So like it was just so strange. So we had to have a guy come. He's looking into it. He had to put a fucking transformer in the backyard and all this just so we could have power for this. Now every time the air conditioning turns on, the lights flicker in the house. So like they got to go in our alley and fix it. Queen of the Horse. That took me way too long to get. That was a good one. But so apparently they're gonna randomly go into our alley and fix our thing and give us better power.
That
And
I would hope.
it also made no sense too because we had a little bit of power, but like our receiver thing or whatever said we had no power in the house at all.
Should have just left it. Never had to pay an electric
Oh, that's true. We fucked up. Damn it.
Yeah.
Damn it.
You guys fucked up. Light some candles and share a TV. You're fine.
Just have a bunch of extension cords throughout the entire house.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we gotta wrap this up. That's it, everybody.
Right.
Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. We'll catch you guys next week for hopefully a crazy episode of House of the Dragon. See you guys then, little rats.
Peace.
Oh, I was perfect.